Namaste, this is Monica and I welcome you to today's practice. A full body focused yin yoga. We are going to work on everything, our hips, legs, back, your wrist, your toes, neck and shoulders. Yin yoga is a wonderful opportunity for you to go within yourself because it gives you a lot of time. We are going to hold our asanas for longer. We usually follow 3 principles in yin yoga. We always find an edge, a point wherein we know that it is going to be comfortable for us to hold the asana for that long, and then we resolve to remain still in our asana. Third principle is that we hold our asana for the time that we have decided. However, it doesn't mean that we don't give up. Of course, listen to your body, and if at any point you feel this is all that you can take and you cannot go any longer, feel free to relax and join me in the next asana. I would also suggest keeping some props if you have bolster, cushions, pillows around you to make your practice more accessible. So with that, let's meet on the mat and let us explore this practice together. So let's get started with the session. We'll spend some time into breath awareness. You can sit in a cross-legged position. You can sit over the cushion. If you feel your lower back is rounding and it is falling back, place your palms over your knees, palms facing down, or you can take chin mudra by making your palms facing up, using your index finger and thumb touching each other, and gently close your eyes. Allow yourself to relax as you deepen your awareness of your breath. You can take your awareness to your breath, to the natural rhythm of your breath. Trying to feel all the sensations, feelings, whatever you're feeling right now. Merging yourself into it, allowing yourself to feel fully. You may want to notice the temperature of the air in your nostrils to deepen your awareness, to connect deeper with your breath. The subtle movement in your shoulders, in your chest and your belly. As you inhale and exhale, feeling the expansion and contraction. With each inhalation, you can imagine your whole body expanding, merging into the space around you. And as you exhale, feel this contraction as if everything is coming back to you. With next exhalation, withdraw your attention to yourself. Withdraw all your senses. You're looking within yourself. You're hearing the internal sounds. You can feel the touch of your body. You can feel your skin touching the air. And as you have deepened your awareness, let us join our palms together to the heart center. We'll be chanting one Om to begin this session. You can join me in, or you can simply watch your breath. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, you can open your eyes. So we are going to first get into the square position and work on our neck a bit. So we call it double pigeon as well. So we are going to bring our right shin over the left one. So first place your left shin in such a way that it goes parallel with the longer edge of your mat, or if you're facing the shorter edge, that's also fine. And then you place your right shin on top of the left one. Now for some of you, you may have some gap between your knee and the foot. Then you can place cushion between that and begin your practice. So you can place your palms right over your knees and then take your chin up as you press your chest forward. So over here you're working on your hip. You can feel some sensation in your right hip, right outer thigh, the upper thigh, and at the same time we are going to work on a neck. Now as you exhale, taking your chin to your chest, relax your shoulders here. Inhale, chin up. Feel the extension in the front of your neck. And exhale, chin to your chest, keeping your shoulders relaxed. Coming back to the center, we are going to work on our neck clockwise and anti-clockwise. So start rotating from your right, taking it back, then to your left, down. Inhale up and exhale, down. One more time, inhale up and exhale, down. Let us rotate back 3 rounds anti-clockwise. Inhale up, exhale, down. Inhale up, exhale, down. Inhale up and exhale, down. Coming back to the center, we are going to work on the side release. So you can place your right palm on your right, raise your left arm up, bending over to your right. You can keep looking up towards the ceiling, or if you want to rest your head over your shoulder, then you can take a cushion or a block, bolster, whatever you have around, and place your right arm over the bolster so that you can easily rest your head over the right shoulder. So we are just surrendering a weight. Our purpose here to extend the left side of the rib cage. If at any point you feel that keeping your arm straight is challenging, you can simply place the back of your palm behind your back, opening your left shoulder. So you can choose your variation here. And as you inhale, come back to the center. Now we are going to change the side. So we are going to put a left foot, left shin over the right one. Again, if you have a gap, place a cushion between your heels and your knee. So you can change the side of your props on the side. We are going to now work on a neck from side to side and then again rotate 3 times. So you can take your right ear to your right shoulder, and if you want you can take your right palm, place it over your left ear, extending the left side of your neck. We are going to stay here for a few breaths, feeling that extension, keeping your left shoulder relaxed, and breathe all the way to your neck. And as you exhale, release, take your left ear to your left shoulder and place your left palm over your right ear. Again, relaxing your right shoulder here. So whichever body part we are working, we are going to focus only on that body part while we are working that. So over here we are working on our hips, we are working on our neck at the same time. And we are going to breathe all the way to these body parts so that we connect with them well, we understand what's happening. we also understand where do we have more stiffness, where do we need to work more in order to get a better mobility and agility in our body. And as you exhale, release. Now we are going to rotate our neck again. This time we can start anti-clockwise 3 times and clockwise 3 times. 1. Inhale up. Exhale down. Feeling the full rotation. Inhale up. Exhale down. Changing the side. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 and 3. Coming back to the center. Now place your left palm on the cushion or on the floor directly, and then bend over to your left. Right arm up, stretch the right side. So when you keep your arm stretched, obviously you will feel a better stretch. But if you feel like opening the shoulder here, then you just place the back of your palm behind your back. Whatever makes you feel more comfortable here. The right shoulder, the left palm is just simply relaxing. So I'm going to feel this nice stretch starting from my pelvis going up to my armpit. If I do this, or otherwise if you do this, when you're stretching your arm up, you can feel this extension going up to your fingertips. You may want to look up to the ceiling if you're doing this. Close your eyes or find your gaze point. And press your left palm down. Lift yourself up, bring yourself back in the center. Now we are going to change the position from square to shoelace position and going to work on our shoulders a bit. So now you can cross your legs over, so you can take your right foot outside your left hip and the left foot outside your right hip. Now if your foot doesn't reach all the way to your hips, it's fine. You can place it like this, that's fine. And if your feet are reaching all the way to your hips, then you may still have some gap between your knees. Then you can place a cushion between. So it is totally up to you if you want to use the prop or not. You can do it without prop as well. Now let us take our right arm up, and we are going to bend our right elbow to place the palm behind the back and catch hold of your right palm with your left palm. And try and see if you can catch hold of your palms. If not, you can simply place them wherever they reach, as long as you're pressing your elbows towards each other and your chest is open. Alternatively, you can also use the belt. So you can just hold the belt with one palm, your right palm, take it back, and then holding with your left palm. And let me show you from the back. So this is how your palms try and touch each other. If not, you keep this distance or you hold the belt. And we are going to hold here for a minute. Choose your variation. I'm feeling this opening in both of my shoulders. Also, you can feel this sensation in your right hip. And you can deepen this by pulling the leg a bit more towards your hips. But finding your edge, that's important. As you exhale, release. Now we are going to get into eagle arms. So you're going to work more on your shoulders. So you can stretch both of your arms, bend your elbows, bring them in front of you. Take your right forearm, upper arm, place it over your left upper arm. Then wrap your palms around, maybe if possible, both of your palms in Namaste Mudra. If not, that's fine. And now we are going to lift these arms up a bit. We are going to hold here for a minute. You will feel this pain in your shoulders. Make sure you're in your edge. Keep breathing all the way to the sensation and watch your resistance, if any. Resistance is something that you want to do this, you want to hold on to, but the other part of your mind is asking you to give up. You feel that you can't take this pain anymore. At the same time, you want to continue to holding it for 1 minute because you have decided so. So watching these conflicting thoughts and how you're resolving them. And as you exhale, release. Now as you inhale, raise your arms, twist to your right. We're going to hold here for a minute. You can slightly press this right knee in, opening your chest to your right, pressing that right palm on the floor. A slight twist, so not too much, just a slight twist. And feeling this twist in your lower back. You can feel your right shoulder is going to your right, while your left pelvis is also trying to twist. You can feel a different sensation in your right hip when you twist in this position, in this asana. So when you start observing, you'll start feeling these different sensations. And with an exhalation, come back to the center. Let us just now change the legs. This time, left knee over the right one. Try and bring your feet right next to your hips if possible. If not, choose your variation, choose your edge. And we are going to repeat the whole sequence on the left side. So stretch your left arm up. Bend your left elbow, place your palm behind you. Try and catch hold of your palm with your right one and open your shoulders here. If not, use the belt, choose your variation. Whatever you've done on one side, you can do the other side. And let us hold here for a minute here. Again, you can sweep your awareness to your shoulders, to your upper arms, elbows, to see how exactly your muscles are working when you're holding on to this asana, and also how you're handling it. You may be feeling some pain. You might have, again, conflicting thoughts that your mind wants to push forward. At the same time, other part of your mind might be saying, just give up. And it is interesting, in the whole yin yoga, you would be noticing this conflict within you. And just noticing how you are handling it and what you're doing about it to resolve that conflict. So I usually learn a lot on the mat by observing these feelings, sensations, the thoughts. With that, you can exhale, release, and let us get into the eagle arms. Again, left upper arm over the right one. Wrap your palms around, lift your arms a bit. Find your edge wherein you can hold for a minute. And you would notice when you feel uncomfortable sensation or pain, and when you start breathing through it, which means you start accepting it and you start absorbing it, it becomes much less painful, and you would be able to bear through it much better. So you can probably apply this in our daily life as well, that when we have uncomfortable situation or a painful situation, when we breathe through it and when we watch it and we are ready to confront it fully, it becomes much better. I think what makes any uncomfortable situation into a suffering is the resistance, that we try and deny and resist it. And similar application applies here. So if we let go of the resistance and allow ourselves to watch through this pain, it would be more bearable. And as you exhale, release. Let us get into the twist now. Inhale, raise your arms. Exhale, twist to your left. Again, slightly pressing your thigh or the knee in to take that chest a little bit more out, to deepen your twist. Sweep your awareness to your lower back, feeling this twist in your lower back, feeling this twist in your mid back, in your waist. Breathing in and out all the time through your nostrils. And with an exhalation, you can come back to the center. Let us release and get into another asana. So we are going to get into butterfly, bringing the sole of your feet together. Again, I'm going to support my feet over a cushion because my ankles start hurting. So bring your heels as close to your groin as possible for you. Now over here again, if you want, you can also support your knees with the cushion. You can place 2 cushions under each knee, and this makes it very comfortable, and then you can start to hold here. So we are going to start and hold in the center first. If it is possible for you, open the sole of your foot towards the ceiling and catch hold of the outside of your foot with your palms. You can do that, or if not, you can simply interlace your fingers and hug your toes and open your chest and stay here in the center. And you would be noticing how gravity would slowly work on your knees, pulling your knees down passively. So you're not even pushing your knees down, you're allowing gravity to work. You're allowing the asana to work on yourself. And you may find a new edge. Allow yourself to embrace the new edge. Allow yourself to embrace that change. So as you find your new edge, you may want to fold a bit forward by opening your elbows out. If your spine is rounding, that's okay. Keeping your shoulders relaxed. In practice, whenever you feel you're shrugging your shoulders, it is a sign of resistance, that you're probably resisting your pain or any sensation that you're feeling right now. So when you keep relaxing your shoulders, you're getting back to accepting your sensations, you're getting back to accepting your pain or whatever sensations that you're feeling. So when you relax, when you keep relaxing your shoulders and you keep taking your awareness to your shoulders to relax them, you're basically reminding yourself that Okay, I'm resisting and I'm letting go of the resistance by relaxing my shoulders. Now as you inhale, come back to the center. We are going to work a bit on our wrist. Now stretch your arms out, your palms facing up. Point your fingers down and place your palms over the mat in front of you. Now you'll be feeling the stretch in your wrist. If your palm is not fully resting on the floor, that's okay. Just find the edge, whichever is comfortable for you, for hold for a minute. Relax your shoulders again. So once you have found your edge, there's no pull push, you're surrendering completely. Allow your torso to relax, your shoulders to relax, your jaw to relax. Just breathing through all the sensations, breathing through this experience, watching everything, including if your mind wanders somewhere, just watch those thoughts. And with an exhalation, you can lift your palms up again. Palms facing down, fingers pointing to the ground, and place the back of your palm on the mat. So this is a bit delicate position, I would say. So I wouldn't suggest any pushing here. Just simply gently place your palms and that's it. And whatever gentle sensation you can feel in your wrist, just connect with that, breathe through it, and hold. And as you exhale, release. If you feel like rotating your wrist, you can make a fist and start rotating your wrist a bit, maybe clockwise and anti-clockwise. Release. Now we are going to make a transition to lie down on our belly, to work on our lower back a bit, to get into the Sphinx pose, and then maybe for some time we'll get into the seal pose. So as you lie down on your belly, place your forearms on the mat and then lift your chest. Now over here you may feel little discomfort in your pelvis bone, and if that's the case, you can place a cushion under your pelvis, because we are going to hold for longer. So this will feel really comfortable for you. Now if you think that you need more support under your chest, then you can probably use a bolster and place it under your chest, which will give you a nice support to get into this hold for about 3 minutes, and it will give you similar benefits in your lower back. So I'm going to use this bolster today, and let us hold for about 3 minutes. If at any point you feel you want to interlace your fingers, you can do that. Allow your body weight to surrender on the bolster if you're holding, and just relax. You may want to drop your head in between, you can do that. Just keep exploring. But most importantly, that we are trying to work on a lower back here. So take your awareness to the lower back and feel if you're feeling any sensation. If not, then you may want to lift a bit higher. When you breathe, you will feel the sensation in your lower back, the expansion in your lower back and in your hips. And as you breathe out, feel that contraction. Breathe all the way down to your tailbone. And breathe out from your tailbone out through your nostrils. Just a reminder to keep your shoulders relaxed, jaw relaxed. Your feet are just resting. We are not controlling our legs here at all. There's total surrender in your legs. Just allow your heels to fall apart, your feet to fall apart. You may feel some sensation in your hips as well. And now from here, place your palms on the mat, pressing your palms down. Your fingers are pointing towards the corner of your mat and then start lifting up. We are going to hold here only for a minute. Relax your shoulders. Watch how you're handling this hold. It is little intense on your lower back and mid back. Make sure your body weight is in the center. Bringing your whole awareness on the distribution of your weight, the sensation in your arms, in your back. When you stay aware, it's not possible for you to get injured. You would know when to relieve, when to release your asana. You would know very, very clearly. So making sure that you're staying aware and you're breathing through all the sensations that you are getting. And as you exhale, slowly bring yourself back down. You can release the bolster if you have the bolster under you. Cross your arms and rest your forehead on the crossed arms. We are going to spend a minute here to relax. Allow your body to be completely free as you relax. Press your palms right next to your chest. Lift yourself up. We are going to get into toe squat, working a bit on toes. And then we are going to stretch our ankles a bit. So you can tuck your toes, place your hips over your heels, and press the toes down on the mat. Place your palms over your thighs. We are going to stay here for about 30 seconds. You can feel as if you're pressing the floor away with your toes. And of course, you can also relax in this asana. If it is easy on your toes, it depends. If your toes are very stiff, You may feel too much of stretch in your toes here, but that's what we are working on. And if your toes are already flexible, then you'll feel much more relaxed being in this asana. It can be very different for each one depending on where our body is right now. And as you exhale, place your palms in front of you. Separate your knees, separate your shin, the back of your foot resting on the floor, and bring your hips in between your feet. So your feet are parallel to each other. Now over here, it is a possibility that your hips are not reaching down. In that case, you can place a cushion under your hips. You can place 2 cushions, 3 cushions, totally depending on where you feel comfortable and where you find your edge. I usually take my calf out when I do get into this asana, so you can try and do that. It may make you feel a little bit more comfortable. So you can see over here we are working on our ankle stretch. It would be stretching your ankles as well as a bit of your quad muscles. Again, it can be very different experience for each one. Like I don't get a lot of ankle stretch in this one, but I do get a bit of quad stretch. But for some of you, it may be ankle stretch, which is very uncomfortable because if your ankles are not that flexible, it can get very, very uncomfortable. And breathing through that pain, because I remember how initially it used to be for me, even holding a minute in this asana was very, very challenging. But the key is you breathe through it, because it's not going to injure your ankles, making sure that you are not making any pull and push while you're holding it. You are simply allowing the stretch to happen on its own, the passive work happen on its own, and that is it. All you have to do is just sit into it and breathe through the sensation, breathe through the whole experience that you're getting right now. At any point, if it feels way too uncomfortable for you, allowing yourself to quit, give up is wonderful. And sometimes obviously you would be able to work through your willpower more, so it's just winning and losing all the time, I think, and it's just a cycle. And when we become neutral in each, when we win and when we lose, I think that's when we find our balance, and it's all about finding the balance. So from here, let us release and let us move to our next asana. We are going to lie down on our back and we are going to get into happy baby pose. So lie down on your back. Now over here you have 2 options. You can either do half happy baby pose by bringing your right knee closer to your chest, lift your right shin, catch hold of your foot from inside with your right palm, and then just placing the palm over the foot, and rest of the work will be done by the gravity and whatever the weight of the palm is pushing in. You can do this, or you can do it from both sides at the same time. So if you're doing both sides, you're going to hold here for about 3 minutes. You can just hold it, and if you're doing one side at a time, then change after 1.5 minutes. So this gets very intense on your groin. So I'm not lifting my hips up, I'm also pressing my lower back down. So that's what I'm choosing for myself. You may want to support your knees with a cushion. So if you want to slide a cushion under your knees, feel free to do that. Surrender your arms. Absolutely. If your arms don't reach your foot, hold on to your shin. Fine. Wherever you can reach. So this asana works on your back as well as on your hips, groin, your pelvis, whatnot. One of the most beautiful asanas. So keeping your ankles aligned with your knees would be better. In between, maybe you may feel that your feet are just going down, and then whenever you get your awareness back, you align them back. So that's what I'm also doing. You may feel some shivering. Even I'm feeling a bit of shivering in my thighs. I'm just breathing through it, connecting with it, watching it. And as you exhale, bring the sole of your foot together first, and then bring your knees together. Hug your knees. We are going to hug our shin and relax here for a bit to bring the groin muscles back to their places. And as you exhale, release. Now we are going to get into a twist here, so you can stretch your arms in a T shape. You can get rid of all the props around you, because we are slowly cooling down, relaxing, and you don't want to be touching the props, so you can. Now over here you have two options. You can either bring both of your knees together and then drop them to your right, or if it is possible for you, wrap your right thigh around your left one and then dropping it in the opposite direction to your left, looking over your right palm. You can use your left palm to place it over your thigh or knee, wherever it reach, and hold. So just choose your variation, whichever. But whichever thigh is on the top, you would drop in the opposite direction if you are wrapping the legs around. Allowing yourself to relax. Observe everything, your mind, body, your breath. Try and see if you can keep your concentration to your breath. And surrendering. We are not controlling anything. We are just, once we got into our asana, allow yourself to surrender. Let go of all the control. And as you exhale, bring your legs back in the center. Cross over, this time left thigh over the right one. If you're choosing this variation, drop it to your right, looking at your left palm. Again, if you have gap between the floor and your knees, whichever variation you're doing,
You can place cushion in between your knees or underneath your knees. And as you exhale, bring your knees back in the center, and now we are going to move to Shavasana. So you can extend your legs out, palms away from your body. Find a nice, comfortable, relaxing position for yourself. If not Shavasana, if you want to lie down on the side, anything. So Shavasana definitely allows better air circulation. You have your legs are apart, your arms are away, so you get a nice air touching each and every part of your body, and nothing is obstructing the air flow and the touch of the air with your body. So we are allowing our body to breathe into this relaxation. Let yourself merge into this relaxation as you breathe in and breathe out. Feel as if whenever you breathe in, you are expanding your whole body. You can feel this expansion in each and every cell of your body. And as you exhale, you can feel this contraction in each and every cell. Inhale, expand, exhale, contract. Observe if you are thinking anything, if you are allowing your thoughts to just pass by as you relax into your breath. Imagine your body is sinking down on the mat. It's feeling heavy, each and every part of your body feeling heavy. Merging as you go deeper and deeper and deeper in this relaxation. Let us relax in the silence of our breath, touching the stillness which is there within us, connecting with our inner being, with our intuition, the inner wisdom. And as you get relaxed, it is a perfect time to maybe ask questions if you have any to yourself. And maybe you will have answers ready that you are looking for. Because we can let go of our resistance, we let go of our denial, and in the relaxed state, we accept what is. And in relaxed state, we find our own truth. Relaxing into your truth, relaxing into your being. You can continue in this state. If you'd like to come out, you may want to move your toes and fingers gently. You can move your head from one side to the other. Rotate your ankles, rotate your wrist. Stretch your arms up, stretch your whole body and release. You can bend your knees, roll over to your right. Take your own time to come up into sitting asana. Keeping your eyes closed, absorb your whole practice, absorbing all the benefits of the practice, the after effects, whatever you feel right now. So this was a practice to connect with the whole body, to work on a whole body. We have worked on our connective tissues on a deeper level that usually is not possible in active yoga. So if you have liked this session, you can hit the like button. You can also subscribe to my channel. Let us seal our practice for today with one Om. You can join your palms to the heart center. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, release. If you have any questions, you can leave me a comment also, and I really hope to see you soon again in some other session, some other practice. Until then, bye bye, have a lovely day.